and that's
But
that.
maybe we are in just nothing more than a matrix that's controlled by God. Maybe the devil's controlling the matrix, and the word of God is the only
Maybe
way out.
there isn't a devil. I mean, for me, as a grown man, as a grown man, believing in something like the devil, you know.
Mr. Midnight Movie, can I just say one thing? That evil lives in the heart of man and nowhere else. It's only in our heart, brother.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, yeah, sure, evil, but that doesn't make it the devil. I mean,
well, what is evil?
It's just as fictional as God.
Evil is anything that is anti-God.
You know what? I would have to disagree with that. Evil is, I mean, God, I guess.
So do you believe in evolution?
Yeah, I believe that things evolve.
Okay, is there any solid proof of evolution?
Is there any solid proof of evolution?
Yes.
Well, I mean, don't we all evolve if we eat too much? Won't our guts evolve into the fat blubber? If we do sit-ups, won't we evolve into a tighter stomach? I mean, evolution.
That's environmental change.
And diet.
That's like if your environment changes. I'm talking about from one species to the next.
What do you mean by one species to the next?
Well, evolution is we came from either one cell organism, or if you want to just skip that, from monkey.
Well, I can't quote Darwin's theory on evolution, and it is a theory, but evolution is a fact. We do evolve. I mean, we do evolve. How the process of evolution happened is still a mystery.
Okay,
but
well,
the fact that we evolved. I mean, and I don't have all of the scientific facts. As a scientist, I'm not a scientist, but when a scientist talks and a creationist talks, I side with the scientist.
But they can't prove it.
Like if you become in shape.
When Richard Dawkins talks, and when Richard Dawkins is speaking, and a creationist is speaking, and I don't know who the biggest creationist is, I tend to side more with Richard Dawkins than any creationist you can speak of.
Okay, so if you become very athletic and you get a six-pack, you're not Midnight Movie no more?
You know what?
Yeah, Mr. Midnight Movie.
I'm Midnight Sexy.
Mr. Midnight fucking taxi cab.
Midnight Sexy Man.
Yeah, there we go. I'm sexy man. But you know what? I mean, like I said, I don't have all the. I mean, we don't have the DNA of monkeys. Our of apes.
So you're going by faith on the scientist.
You know what? I'm not going by any faith of the scientist. I mean, I don't have all of the knowledge, but like I said, the only thing I can say is when a lot of these scientists have spoken in the debates that I've seen, I've sided more with the people of science than the people of religion.
Because you think you can touch science.
Have you ever considered that maybe the people that are on the creationist side are really working with the other side?
I wouldn't know. Well, I mean, no, that really doesn't, are you a creationist?
Absolutely.
Okay, I
believe God.
To me, okay. I mean, like I said, but that's not that's not science. I mean, I don't know if that's really science.
Well, I mean, you can
Well,
look at
what they did. You know what science did prove? It proved that there is only 0.002 of the seed of Abraham. Science proved this, which is only 2% of Jews worldwide.
Can I ask you a question? Is there any
Sure.
is there any proof that Abraham walked the earth?
Yes, because the Lord said he did.
Okay, besides the Lord, is there any historical proof that Abraham walked the earth?
Well, we are all just broken men, so who are we to say there's any history that
Mr. Minamini, is there any historical proof that your great-great-great-grandfather walked the earth?
I think on my
Debi,
mother's
by the way.
side, on my mother's side, great. I think one of them came from Ireland.
I can't hear him, guys. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mr. Minamini. What was your answer?
I mean, is there any proof that you know what?
Before photography, before telephones, before electricity, is there any proof that he was there?
No.
Well, see, absent of proof is not proof of absence.
This is true. Also,
well, that's a good point.
God used science in many ways. When God told Joshua, okay, Joshua was right under Saul. When he told him to go conquer Jericho, and he said, how the hell am I going to do that with these sloppy men I've got? I've got this little crackerjack bunch of people that I call an army. And the angel Gabriel appeared to him. And if you'll know, there was thundering and lightning, because that's when they talked to them, through the thunder, through the crackling of fire, through the whisper of wind. If you listen good today, you can still hear things like that. But anyway, he told him, he said, the Lord will crack the earth for you if you do what I tell you to do. He said to walk around the city of Jericho for 7 days, once a day. But on the seventh day, walk around it 6 times, and on the seventh time, stop, and everybody yell as loud as you possibly can. And then an earthquake happened. God used science. God created science. I mean, do you know what I'm saying?
And the sad thing is that the early Christians, were very scientific. I mean, I
think it's about we're calling ourselves Christians and Catholics, and either you believe or you don't.
The early ones. I mean, this idea that they thought the world was flat was some of it said was that Christians believe that. Many Christians did not believe that, and it was I guess some anti-Catholic or anti-Christian doctrine that was saying that they did that they didn't believe that the earth was round.
But see, we got to get back to that where atheists don't know, so they have to believe the smartest people in the world. But what we don't understand is that some of the smartest people in the world are liars and workers of the devil. And you did say that you believe in, what's his name? Hawkins, or what's his name?
Dawkins, Richard Dawkins.
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, you did say...
He wrote a book called The God Delusion.
That means you have faith in his word.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's...
Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, I examine the facts. Have you ever looked into the fact that God may not exist?
Well, see, I have faith in that. I have faith is without being in front of your face.
Is there anything in the Bible that seems untrue to you, that seems made up?
No, because you have to put in perspective that those people were alive a long time ago, and they didn't know what they didn't even know what a plane is. So what would you say a plane was? You know what I mean? What would you say a year was to God when we only go by time by the sun? You know what I mean? Do you think God goes by the time of the sun? You know what I mean? Like, because it says in the Bible that 1,000 days in heaven, or 1,000 days on earth is like a day in heaven.
Do you know? Have you ever heard of the term, the myth of Horus of Egypt?
Absolutely. See, the devil came before Jesus and turned all of his works because he already knew God.
So you're saying that
Amen, brother.
So okay. So what you're saying is the story of Horus is a satanic story.
Well, he was the devil, the fallen angels. They believed those guys were gods, and there's proof that they were different species in Egypt.
Okay, so you're saying that the story of Horus is actually a story that was, is a devilish story.
Absolutely, it came first to manipulate and deceive us.
Because there are a lot of people, because the story of Horus is on YouTube, but it does get flagged a lot. Now, if you see that story on YouTube, would you flag it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's free. It's freedom of whatever you believe in.
Yeah, that's true, but there are Christians out there that get afraid of get afraid of the story of Horus, and they flag that.
Yeah, because a lot of Christians are misdirected.
Hey guys.
All right,
hey
guys. I'm just going to step in for a second, guys. We have completely deviated from where we were in the beginning of this, and let Debbie at least come in with something. No, everybody's just completely talking, not even asking her opinion.
I'm sorry.
Or what she thinks or what her show is about. It is her show. So, Debbie, go ahead, please.
I've asked her more than you have, buddy.
I just answered a call from Joe Blow. You're on the call?
If Joe Blow's on the board.
I've got my finger on the button. Say something.
It's Lester.
Oh, hi, baby.
I was just saying if I could mess with you.
You fucker.
Welcome, Joe Blow, Lester.
Jesus, that's scary. Yeah. Very scary. Thank you, Steve.
I know.
Yeah.
Joe Blow, you owe me money.
How do you owe him money?
I just thought I would mess with y'all. I was listening to y'all talking. Y'all are putting up some pretty good arguments tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But understand, Mr. Midnight Movie, being an atheist, cannot believe in the devil. So when you're saying that all of these evil things are of the devil, with him being an atheist, he cannot believe in the devil.
That's exactly right.
That's why I was trying to ask him about his atheism.
Right.
Mr. Midnight Movie, I've always wondered this about atheists. If you don't do stuff like kill and stuff, do you do it because it's against the law or because it's against your belief system? Are you ever afraid that when you die, something bad's going to happen to your soul?
No, and I do it because it's wrong. I believe it is wrong to murder. There are times when I have wanted to murder when someone has angered me.
But if you could get away with it, why not do it? Because there's no heaven or hell. Who cares? We're all just down here living life, day to day. Who gives a crap, right? And that's the way an atheist would think.
That's called moral reasoning.
Atheism, racism, you're against the Jews, anti-Semitism, all these isms, folks. And I appreciate everybody that's here, but we have a lot of isms, and I think that it is dismissive. If someone says I'm a this or that, I'm a Christian, well, that's not dismissive. But if they say I'm racist or I'm dismissive by being a certain